Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and as you can see, this is another Motivational Mondays video. And in Motivational Mondays, we try and take some motivational problems which we are facing in our lives and try and find the solutions to those problems and incorporate some techniques which can make our lives simpler. Now, if you are new to this channel, then make sure to subscribe to the channel and like to this video would be massive. Now, share this video to as many people as possible so that they get benefited and they stay informed. Now, let us start today's video with the topic left brain versus right brain. Now, I will be rolling in a clip which states some facts about the left brain and the right brain. So, see that clip and enjoy.
Here are the characters of the story, James Left and Tina Right. James Left represents the left brain.
Left brain performs tasks that have to do with logic, such as in science and mathematics.
Tina Right represents the right brain.
Right brain performs tasks that have to do with creativity and the arts.
Both Tina and James are architecture students. They have been given a project on the structure of a house.
Hi James, any idea on the project?
Hi Tina, the project? Yeah, that's on. You need not worry, I'll take care.
What do you mean? It's our project and I need to know.
James explains the presentation done by him to Tina. On seeing the presentation, Tina gets an idea.
Hey James, I have an idea. Why can't we do a 3D model of the house along with your presentation?
I think the presentation is more than enough to score marks.
A 3D model will look more creative compared to a presentation.
James gives it a thought. Later in the day, James and Tina worked together and made the 3D model with presentation.
Wow, awesome. Okay, let's do it. It's going to be the best presentation.
Now, as you saw the clip, the brain is an intricate organ. Well, weighing only 3 pounds approximately, there are around 100 billion neurons in your brain and over 100 trillion connections. Well, this is very complicated to hear. Well, there are much more complicated things that haven't been found out about your brain and is yet to be uncovered. Well, certain facts are known about the brain, and that concludes us with the topic of left brain versus right brain and how they work. At the end of the video, you will also be able to tell which side of brain is dominant for you. Stick around until the end of the video to find out. Well, there are many myths and misconceptions regarding the working of left brain and the right brain. Well, before the popular study conducted by Roger W. Sperry, people considered that for everyone you see, either the left brain or the right brain is dominant. Well, that is not the case. Either of the part of the brain is not dominant, and both the brain at certain times work together in a work to complete it. Now, popular research and study suggests that there are certain tasks associated with respect to the left brain and the right brain. Well, certain tasks like your mathematics, logical reasoning, sequential thinking and linear thinking, also some of your facts and language-based words are related to your left-hand side of the brain or your left brain. Well, these tasks also mingle with the right-hand side of your brain or your right brain for certain tasks to complete, but majorly when saying the left hand side of the brain takes the language, also some of the thinking like your linear thinking, sequential thinking, also some logical thinking and practicality is also considered regarding your left brain. Now, some tasks such as creative thinking, arts and out of the box thinking and also language processing is taken place in your right hand side of the brain or your right brain. Now, there is an example which relates the left hand side and the right hand side of the brain and how it intercorrelates with each other. When you try and speak with someone or try to understand someone of a different language, well, if someone speaks in Spanish to you and you know the language, but you take some time to understand what they are saying, then what exactly happens is that you first hear what they are saying. So, the words enter your ear and go to your brain as electrical impulses or signals. Now, when it reaches your brain, first you will search for the words using your left hand side of the brain or your left brain. Now when you get the correct words, you go to your right hand side of the brain and search for the meaning, or you process what they are saying. Now once you understand and process what they are saying and convert it to your own mother tongue, now you are well equipped with what they are saying and you understand that what they are saying. Well, this is exactly what happens when you are trying to communicate with each other with different people of different languages. Now, if you are a person who is inclined towards arts, creativity and out of the box thinking, or you always find something different, you are right brain inclined. So your right brain is involved in any activity that you do. So you always try and be creative, and you always try and think out of the box or think many other solutions that normal people can't think. Well, if you are systematic, if you are practical, and if you are good with languages, or if you can already take in many languages, even when you are starting out with trying out new languages, then you are a left brain inclined person. There are many things that the left brain and the right brain combine together and do, but there are certain things that are specifically related to both of these brains. Now, by now, you know that involvement of both the sides of the brain is very important, and you have to be practical at times and you also need to be creative at times. Now, certain tricks that can help in improving the left side of the brain is you have to repeatedly learn something new. Well, when your brain gets adjusted to learning something new every day or every moment, then automatically your left hand side of the brain improves. There are certain parts of your left hand side of the brain which increases when you start learning new things, be it a new language or be it a new programming stuff, or be it some new concepts in mathematics or anything. Well, you have to learn, that is the thing. Now, there are some games that you can play which can improve your left brain. Well, some games like chess, checkers and many other memory related games also prove to be effective in improvising your left hand side of the brain. Now coming to the right hand side, the left hand side is involved in practicality and logical thinking, while the right hand side is creativity and arts. Well, for improving your right hand side, you have to practice your hobby and put more focus into it. For any hobby like music, art, dance and instruments prove to be very effective in improvising your creativity on that subject. Well, if you take the art or any other subject for that matter, then if you try and focus and think outside of the box, or out of the box thinking helps in improvising your right hand side of the brain. Well, if you're trying an instrument, try new songs and try your own compositions of that song so that you can improvise your right hand side of the brain. Now, as you already know, the involvement of left brain as well as right brain is very important in doing certain tasks and getting a better version of yourself. So try and involve both the sides of your brain into an activity. Try to be creative, but try to be practical and logical as well. Now this video ends, and if you like the video, then please subscribe to the channel and like to this video and share this video to as many people as possible so that you can provide support to us. And see you guys.